know, Billy Joel is one of those artists that I like Billy Joel. I really like Billy Joel a lot, but he has those hooks in his songs that you get them stuck in your head. You know, they don't get out of your head. Big Shot is one of those songs. You're gonna be a big shot, baby. Everything is so done. It gets in your head, man. You can't get it out. I don't know, man. Anyway, good morning, everybody. It's a cloudy, cool morning here, 52 degrees, western North Carolina. I think we got a little bit of light rain coming up. I've been working on Little Adam. Little Adam, we had 8 inches of rain a couple days ago. That's where that Hidden Night Campground had the big flood there and all that horrible stuff happened. That's only about an hour away from here. Anyway, so we got... I have leaks in this car. It's, you know, getting to be a 15-year-old car, and water leaks, you know, when it rains real hard. I've patched up a lot of the leaks that have been leaking in the front and back passenger compartment floors. Those seem to be good. But the leak in the very far back where there's a wheel, where the spare tire goes, you know, there's a well back there. This car actually has I have it there. If you look in the back there, there's a tire there. I keep it out of the well so that I can easily tend to the well when it fills up with water. I should get some goldfish. I should get a couple goldfish or something and put them back in the wheel well, because there's always water back in there. I don't know where it comes from. It's not coming through the ceiling. The ceiling is dry. You know, there isn't a radio antenna up there, but somehow it's either coming down in the walls, or I think it's coming from around the back hatchback somewhere. And I have used various forms of tape to tape all around it, and usually that seems to solve the problem. But, you know, the heat and the weather, and the, you know, the tape kind of changes over time anyway, so it doesn't always stay dry back there, especially when you get really heavy weather, heavy rain. So we had 8 inches of rain the other day, and there was about an inch of water in the, you know, that place where, you know, I call it the wheel well, but it's, you know, where the spare tire well, I guess we should call it that. You know, and I mopped it up. I have some old towels, mopped it up real easy, and it's been dry ever since, but it hasn't rained, so... We are expecting a little bit of light rain this afternoon. There's another cold front coming through, and then we're supposed to have a week of dry weather. So I did do some taping up the other day back there. You can see where water kind of comes in the hatchback and kind of runs down the sides and can get in there. And around the back, I did this. It is not an uncommon problem with VWs of this age and gender and ethnicity, whatever you want to call it. Apparently it's a very common problem in a lot of VWs, and they say around the back window, the back tail lights. Also, there's gaps there over time, and water can get in. So we'll see. No biggie. It's not a biggie. This car has like a composite body. I don't think it's like metal. I think it's some sort of a composite material, because I'm telling you, you would think this car would be rusting out on me, you know? You would really think by 15 years old I'd have rust in the back, and with all the water leaky things I've had in this car over the years, and I don't see, knock on wood, any rust, so that's good. Gosh. You know what I want to talk about today? This camera is going to drive me nuts all day. I know it is. It's just going to keep lopping over. One of the things I want to talk about today is politics. I know. The election's over. We kind of think we know who the winner is, you know. But one of the things I want to talk about today is, again, YouTubers, they're nomads, they're travelers, they're campers. You know, they put politics in their videos. They just can't keep it out. Now, I know it's very tempting when we have a lot of stuff going on like we've had in this country over the last few, over the summer, over the, you know, with the pandemic, with the election. It's very difficult to leave, something got squashed up there. I wonder what that is. I don't know. Ugh. There's the Ollies up there, by the way. Yeah. They don't open till 9, though, so this is only a 7:30. I go to the Walmart real early just because I like to get it out of the way. Anyway, so, yeah. People just, you know, even though they don't usually talk politics on their channels. It's just people want to talk politics. You know, Kenny, what am I saying? CVK, you know, Campervan Kenny there, bless his heart. I've always liked his channel. I like the dogs. He's an oddly compelling guy. And he does love to just every now and then drop in a little bit of politics. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a good old Southern boy. You know, he does that old kind of, you know, just a simple man, good-hearted, simple man. And then it's like, you know, okay, so yesterday's video, he does this thing about, you know, he did build the prepper shack. He built the prepper shack. It's purple. It's on rented land. I guess if you're going to build a prepper shack, build it on rented land that you don't own. That's rule number 1 to avoid, probably. You know, has there been a dispute between Kenny and the guy that owns the land? Because he doesn't seem to ever be back at the prepper shack anymore. I think in the last month or 2 he spent a day there, you know. I don't know if he even has he even slept in the prepper shack, you know. He really did a nice job fixing it up. He did. It's a nice looking thing. But is he really ever going to really live in that? I don't know. You know, it's got a big honking television in it. It's got a hot tub. It's got a refrigerator. It's got a little washing machine in there. He really fixed that thing up nice. And then ever since he finished it, he's been somewhere else, you know. So anyway, So what he says in his video yesterday, and it's, you know, he says, well, you know, I'm out here in Quartzsite or somewhere in that area over by the lake there, by the casino. You know, that's where he is now. He's over there with a crowd of people, you know, with some friends and all that. You know, RV Rebel Girl was in the video the other day. And he says, you know, he said originally he wasn't going to go 500 miles away from the prepper shack. And that he was, you know, just going to hunker down until the election was over. Well, the election's over. We kind of know who's going to win. You know, it's been pretty much every media outlet has said, you know, not Mr. T, Mr. B is won. So, you know, so that we know that. But still, Mr. T is going to be in power until the 20th of January, because that's where, you know, we have our founding fathers' wise idea, you know, give us 2.5 months of a lame duck president before we put the new guy in. So because that's going to be a great thing in this country to have a lame duck president for 2.5 months. So, all right, whatever. If of course the president doesn't win, or even the president doesn't run for re-election. I'm not going to get into politics though. So anyway, I got to get into Walmart and get a couple things. I will be right back. It'll be just a fraction of a second for you, but for me, it'll be about 20 minutes, and then I'll continue my rant. Back, baby. I'm back, baby. So anyway, so yeah, you know, these, they have to put politics, drop little political bombs. And there's a whole bunch of people on, if you look, there's like 200 comments on Kenny's channel there, at least in one thread. I'm sure there's more. And, you know, some of the people are agreeing with him, you know, and other people are basically saying, look, I'm over 70 years old and I'm very concerned about things. And you know, if the virus does tend to spike somewhere, we may need a lockdown. I don't know. You know? It just, you know, just to say the conservatives are against it and the liberals are for it. You know, the lockdowns, whatever you want to call it. You know, is that intelligent talk? You know, I'm just saying. You know, here's the deal too that I don't think people realize. I mean, we've only had this silly, goofy, horrible pandemic now for 8 months now, 9 months. Seems like we're almost going to be hitting a year on it early next year. Who makes the decisions for the most part on whether a place gets locked down, whether businesses have to close. It's not the president, it's the governors. The governors do that. You go from state to state, as the nomads can attest, and the rules are very different from state to state. The rules now in states can be very different from town to town. Depends on the local governments. City councils can do things, governors do things. It's a patchwork, It's not, now, yeah, I do think Mr. B has said he wants to make a nationwide mask mandate, meaning that if you go out in public, you got to wear a mask. But I don't think he's advocated anybody being completely shut down. And that's a governor thing, And it is true. This is a huge country with 50 states, and it's a lot of territory. And there's some places where the V is hardly even being seen, and other places where there's a lot of it. So you take, even within a state, governors in certain states, certain towns, certain cities, certain counties are locked down, whereas others aren't. I mean, what do? You just say, nah, it's okay. I'm just saying, we can debate this. We can debate whether the V is a big deal. We can debate whether the lockdowns in certain areas are justified. There's always second guessing and all that other stuff. But when you are a nomad and you're selling your channel as a camping channel, or living on the road channel, that kind of thing, and you start to drop in, left versus right. The left wants this, the right wants this. I'm going to go to my prepper shack and be there in time for when the new president gets inaugurated so that I can whatever, I don't know. Even with the V, the way the V has been going for the last 8 or 9 months, most of these nomads, if you really want to travel, if that's really in your heart, you want to do that, you can do that, okay? Yes, there are more restrictions now than there used to be, but it has not made it to the point where you can't do it. We do see some nomads, for their own decision, deciding to stay put and that kind of thing, and that's cool. I mean, it's what you feel comfortable doing. But there are other nomads out there that have been traveling constantly, even through some of these high V states. We've seen Unstoppable Morgan in Michigan and New York and New Jersey and all, back when they were having the big thing going on. She managed to travel. You can do that. So, I don't know. I think it's a lot of whining and kafooey. For some of these nomads to, oh, poor me, oh, I gotta go, hunker down, oh, I gotta wear a mask in public, oh, I gotta, my favorite amusement park, that's the other thing. You get 40 and 50-year-old men really upset because their favorite amusement park is closed. Oh my goodness, I can't go to Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm is... You know what I'm saying? That's what's important to these guys, I mean, geez Louise, we had Veterans Day the other day. Look at what some people sacrificed for their country. And now we've got these grown-ass men complaining about, my amusement park is closed. I don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't been to Disney in 3 months. I'm going crazy. We gotta grow up, I don't know. We can argue politics, and I'm sure there's going to be people in my comments down below that are going to talk politics and, the left versus the right and T versus B and, and all this other stuff and what's going to happen. But, I really don't think it's time to run out to the prepper shack just yet. Oh, there's going to be a trucker strike. Oh, there's going to be this. Yeah, right, Truckers, a lot of truckers are in a union. Which president is going to be more favorable to the unions, the left or the right? Argue that to your heart's content. Oh, I didn't get TP today. I went to the Walmart and that's like, I need to stock up on my TP in case there's, jeez, an interruption in the retail product flow when the inauguration happens. I don't know. And again, how many times do you see somebody send you something on Facebook or Twitter or whatever, and it's some story like, oh, the moon is going to crash into the earth tomorrow, and then you go and you do a little research and you realize it's just a bunch of bunk. There's a lot of garbage from both sides, all sides being circulated on the internet right now. And I hear this all the time. Oh, did you hear this? And did you hear that? And did you hear this? And it's like, really? And then I go do a little bit of research. I just Google, is this true? And Google always has the right answers, right? Again, that's a joke. I realize that some of you guys don't get my humor. Dave thinks that Google has all the right answers. He's a horrible... And there are going to be people out there that take what I say out of context and run with it and make me look like a stupid boob. It's a joke, okay? I realize that. It's a joke. It's a joke. Some people in Pennsylvania don't get my jokes. I don't know. My humor goes over well in all 49 states except for Pennsylvania. I don't know what is it about Pennsylvania? I don't know. Anyway, am I going to do anything? There have been rumblings. I know there have been rumblings all over the internets that Camo Dave may be going out west sometime in 2021. And I do have to say that is a distinct possibility. When in 2021, I'm not sure. I'm still thinking about it. Will I be going out west for quartzsite for the, what was called the RTR? I don't know. I've had an offer from a very generous viewer in the Phoenix area that has said that I could stay at his place for a couple of weeks, rent-free, ding, in January, maybe in February, I don't know. An airfare from Charlotte to Phoenix isn't that bad. I could afford it. I don't know. I'm really thinking about it. Again, it all depends on the pandemic, the lockdowns. If there's a big surge in November and December, and they all say, Dr. Fauci, whether you like him or not, says that's a distinct possibility. I don't know if I want to be traveling in a little cooped up airplane for 5 hours, wearing a mask and not being able to get my vodka tonics. I don't know. I don't know. If it was a regular, normal year, I'd probably already have my airplane reservations made. I just don't know. I'm still thinking about it. In any case, whether it's and again, do I want to go out to the quartzsite, just people gathering at quartzsite and meet all these people that I've criticized? Do I really want to do that? Do I really want to say, hi, Mike, hi, Kenny? They're going to look at me like, I don't know. I'm a critic. I do say nice things about people, but I'm sometimes a little critical, and then so there's my comments. I don't know if I want to do that, I don't know. But I would like to see quartzsite. I would like to see, Arizona. I'd love to go to see the Phoenix area. I do have a lot of viewers in the Phoenix area that we could do a meetup with. Will it be in January for quartzsite, for all that stuff? Will it be in February? Will it be later in the year? I'm not sure yet. I'm still thinking about it. Let me know what you think I should do in the comments below. Let me know, okay? Let me know in the comments below. Should I go to quartzsite in January? Should I maybe do it a little later? Maybe wait till things settle down? Maybe wait till the new administration takes over? I don't know. I'd kind of like to hunker down a little longer into 2021. I just don't feel right getting back on the road doing things. 2019 was a really cool year for me, and I enjoyed it. I did a lot of traveling, but 2020 has been a hunker down year, and I have a feeling that a lot of 2020 is going to be dragging into at least the first part of 2021. I do want to do more traveling around the Western North Carolina area. I want to get over to Tennessee. I really, really, really want to do a meetup in somewhere around Pigeon Forge or something, sometime maybe in the spring of 2021. I really want to do that, and I would love to do a meetup like out in the Phoenix area and just hang out there. It's not a great passion of mine to go to quartzsite. It would be nice just to say I did it, but do I need to do it when all the crazy people are out there and throw tomatoes at me? I don't know. I know some of you guys love me, but some of you guys are not, I don't know. Oh, Camo Dave, I love your channel. All right, folks, so that's it for today. Politics on your channel, beware. It's not going to help you grow your channel. I'm just saying, little political bombs, little, that is not going to help your channel, okay? That's all I'm saying. You're going to make 40% of your viewers angry, either on the left or the right. or a little of both. All right, folks, that's it. It is the 15th of November, 2020. Thank you so much for watching. And this rant is over, thank goodness.